under my feet. Drums of war calling us sweet. Victory tastes better yet sweet. Halftime shows with fervor and flair. Pep squad jumping spirits.
Check, check. Check, check, check.
We fight, we scream under the lights. Drums beat, heart pumping just right. We run, tornado in the night. Grit run, glory, it's alright. We fight, we scream under the lights. Drums beat, heart pumping just right. We run, tornado in the night. Grit run, glory, it's alright. Grit run, glory, it's alright. Grit run, glory, it's alright. We fight, we scream under the lights. Drums beat, heart pumping just right. We run, tornado in the night. Grit run, glory, it's alright. Rockin' band, keeping the beat. Feeling that pulse under my feet. Drums of war calling us fleet. Victories taste bitter yet sweet. Underneath them big old Texas sky, lights glow high, can't deny. Crowd roars loud, I'm feeling love. Marching band, drum line keeps the drive. Helmet on, grip tight on that ball. Mighty team, we rise, not fall. Bleachers rattling, echo the call. Friday night, we're giving it all. We fight, we scream under the lights. Drums beat, heart pumping just right. We run, tornado in the night. Glitter run, glory, it's alright. Rival teams clash, thunder and sweat. Next play ready, ain't no regret. Touchdown dreams,
Check,
this
check,
night
check,
ain't
check,
set.
check.
10 yards closer, never forget. Marching band, keeping the beat. Feeling that pulse under my feet. Drums of war calling us sweet. Victories taste better yet sweet. Halftime shows with fervor and flair. Pep squad jumping spirits in the air. Coach words gotta beware. Second half beast, time to declare. We fight, we scream under the lights. Drums beat, heart pumping just right. We run, tornado in the night. closer, never forget. Marching back, keeping the beat, feeling that pulse under my feet. Drums of war calling us fleet. Victories taste better yet sweet. Halftime shows with fervor and flair. Pep squad jumping, spirits in the air. Coach words gotta beware. Second half beats, time to declare. We fight, we scream under the lights. Drums beat hard, bumping just right. We run, tornado in the night. Glitter run, glory, it's alright. We fight, we scream under the lights. Drums beat hard, pumping just right. We run, tornado in the night. Glitter run, glory, it's alright. We fight, we scream under the lights. Drums beat hard, pumping just right. We run, tornado in the night. Glitter run, glory, it's alright. Glitter run, glory, it's alright. Glitter run, glory, it's alright.
Welcome to Shenanigans Sports Bar and Grill. This is Bobcats Insider, brought to you by Shenanigans and Luke's Cage. I'm Darren Prater, Arlen Ponder is alongside, and of course, as always, our special guest for Bobcats Insider, coming off a convincing win over Belton, head coach Mark Smith.
Well, thank you. It was a good night on Friday night. The Bobcats played well. I was really proud of the team, the effort, kind of putting together the most complete game that we've played so far this season.
Yeah.
Still some things. There's always, as a coach, you're like, I wish we did this, I wish we did that. But really proud of the effort that the guys played with. You know, really resilient early in the game. You know, they get the onside kick. They surprise onside to open the game. They start the ball in their field position, and we get 4 down stop, and they're off the field. Here we come on offense. We get a tip pass for an interception. They get it again on their end of the field. 4 down stop and off the field. I thought that was a really critical part of the game. You give them 2 possessions there to open the game, and then we get them stopped right away and get off the field. Then we go score 4 straight touchdowns after that and kind of really took control of the game and then finished it up, running the ball really well. That scratches me where I itch. I love being able to run the football and controlling the line of scrimmage. That's where we won the game.
And you physically wore them out.
Yes.
As the game went on, it became evident that the size was a big advantage.
Yeah, it was.
And you guys were able to just run them over.
I was happy about that. I think, you know, we had created a lot of negative yardage plays for them, and we had no negative yardage plays on our end. So that tells me we're moving the line of scrimmage. We got hats on hats. We got our running backs to the unblocked defender many, many times. They ran hard, all 3 of them in there. Tight ends blocking well, running backs and pass protection. I just think it was a complete game. Really proud of the way that we played. Really proud of the way that we executed and handled things on the road in what I thought was a quality opponent. You know, They'd won 2 games. They had beat a really good Georgetown team. Georgetown is a perennial district champion down there, and they handled them pretty easily. So I was really proud. I think that's a quality win.
Yeah, and I think we talked about it toward the fourth quarter. You talk about you want to have that conditioning and to lean on those guys, and you could see they were getting frustrated. So you had a complete game in addition to getting in their heads.
Yeah, I agree. I think that especially there were some drives in the late third quarter and in the fourth quarter. We ran the ball like 8 times in a row, and it just continued to march the ball down the field. That's demoralizing on a defense whenever you can't stop somebody from running the ball. We played great run defense. They had negative yardage in their rushing game, and we ran for over 200 yards. When you do that, control the line of scrimmage, that's a recipe for success.
And
All right,
Micah
Coach,
had a great outing. 11 of 19 for, 200 and...
He did. We threw for over 200, ran for over 200, 4 touchdown passes, ran the ball well. It was really a complete game, I'm really proud of the way that we played. Jimmy Edwards had a big game, catch 3 touchdown passes. And I think that's just – we're so dynamic on the perimeter, and when you run the ball the way that we did, it forces people to try to put another hat in the run fit. And then it's like, well, what are you going to do in coverage, Well, Jimmy has a great game. Well, let's play cover 2 over the top of him. Now you single everybody up on the other side. And then, now we got, this guy got us, and now it's back to here. So I think we got a lot of weapons. I think we've progressed each week, offensively. I think in particular our offensive line has had the most improvement of any of our position groups over the course of the first 4 weeks. Really proud of those guys. Pass pro was really good. Run game was really good. We're hatting up the right people. We're moving bodies, and it was a really good night for the Bobcats.
Hey, Coach, one more thing before we get to the highlights. Were you expecting them to switch quarterbacks? Because they brought in a new quarterback for the third quarter, and he marched right down there and threw a touchdown pass.
We knocked the other guy out. He was under concussion protocol.
Oh, was he?
Over there.
Okay.
Yeah. I asked our guys when he was a little woozy getting up, and they helped him off the field. The other guy comes in. So I got some of our guys in the box. I said, watch what they're doing over there. I want to see what are they looking at on him. I always want to know, what kind of injury this might be. If they're looking at his knee, they're looking at his ankle, they're looking at his shoulder. And that's why we have that medical tent that you see on our sideline. Anytime that we put somebody off on the side and they're getting looked at, that medical tent comes up and it hides what that is. I don't want anybody knowing what's going on with anybody on our team. So our guys said, yes, they've taken his helmet up. They're looking at his head. So I figured it must be some kind of concussion symptoms. When they take the headgear from you and they keep it from you, that's what they're doing. So he must have, I don't know if he had a concussion, but he had enough symptoms, at least in that moment, where he didn't come back. So, yeah, and we liked the other guy. We had evaluated him and said, this guy can play. Yeah. It's not like they come in and got a 0 as a backup. They had a really good guy as well. He came in, let him down 2 straight drives to open the second half, and then we got settled in and shut him down the rest of the half. But he was a good player too.
Yeah, he did have some momentum with the team for a couple of drives anyway, but it was evident that
and I loved after
we were going to win.
They got the ball to start the second half. They go down and score. Okay, they got some momentum right now. Our offense comes in. We got a 9-play drive. Bang, right in the end zone. They score again. Guess, boom, 8-play drive, touchdown.
Yep.
And then we never let them really close the gap, and we kept them out of the end zone the rest of the game and scored again. So really proud of the way that we played complementary football. The defense gives up a touch, but off it comes right down and scores again. We never had that moment where, they were both out of sync at the same time, which I was really proud of.
Multiple weapons. Jimmy Edwards, the touchdown that wasn't the week before that got called back, finally gets him some. I believe he had 3.
Yeah, 3
Elijah
all in the first
Allen
half.
had his first touchdown.
All in the first half. Elijah gets in the end zone. Zay gets in the end zone again. All 3 backs did a good job. I like having the 3-headed monster with those guys. I believe anymore it is running back by committee. That's a physical position that takes a pounding. And I want guys that run with their pads down and deliver those hits, not just receives them. So it's going to take a couple of guys. And I like how we have 3 guys they can put in there and feel confident in at any given time. And really proud of our tight ends. I want to mention those guys.
Oh, yeah.
Kastner, Stribling, Judson, Bright. We got in a lot of 12 personnel, 1 back, 2 tight ends. A lot of 12 personnel sets and had those guys blocking. Kastner caught him a nice pass across the middle, was open on another one that Jimmy ended up catching on a touchdown. But I was really proud of the physical presence that those guys had in the tight end position to help us run the football.
And Caleb went 7 for 7 extra points.
Yep, perfect on extra points. You know, extra point, the operation was good from snap to hold to kick, protection, everything that's involved in that, really good. Offensive line, really graded out well. Ethan Boyd just anchoring what those guys do up there, setting the tone with his physical nature of play. Graded out excellent. We award these helmet stickers now, so they're not on Tucker's old helmet here, but we got these little white stars that we put on there, and they start to fill them up over in there. Ethan cleaned up on the stickers this week. I got him.
What size shoe does he wear? Does he really wear like a 6?
Ethan wears a 15.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
And the reason I know that off the top of my head is I had to turn it in today because we do a fundraiser every year. So we had a fundraiser this fall. And if you reached a certain level of money that you brought in, you get a pair of slides, like shower slides. And then the next level is a nice hoodie. Anyways, I had to put the size in there for his slides, and it was 15. 15 for his slides.
My goodness.
Yeah.
One of his coaches from when he was a little kid was telling me that he was wearing like a 11 or 12 when he was in 6th grade, 5th grade. Now that we have that settled, you ready for some highlights?
I'm ready,
Coach.
Now this thing got logged out. I don't know what it says.
Can we take a break
Shay?
and log back in here,
Yeah.
Shay? We'll take a quick break.
I'm
We'll
excited.
be back with highlights of the Bobcats' 49-21 win last Friday over the Belton Tigers in Belton. We'll be back at Shenanigans right after this. This is Bobcats Insider on Concho Sports Network.
Check out why First Community Federal Credit Union is the #1 local auto lender in the Concho Valley.
With great low rates on new, used, and refinance autos, we can save you money. First Community has great payment options and low prices for GAP, extended warranty, and credit life insurance, so we can make your payment fit your budget. So be smart, bank smart, and contact First Community for your auto financing needs.
Pain is never planned, and recovery time is never convenient. But the last thing you want to do is wait for answers. At Angelo MRI, you are more than a number. We can get you results within 24 hours at a price you can afford. So when you need to get back into the game fast, tell your doctor you want to go to Angelo MRI. We hope you don't need us this season. But in case you do, remember, it's your health, your choice, your MRI.
Well, it's not the Friday Night Lights, it's the Monday Night Lights right on us here at Shenanigans Sports Bar and Grill on Concho Sports. And Bobcat Insider from Luke's Cage and Shenanigans, Darren Prater, Arlen Ponder, Coach Mark Smith coming off the win to go 2-2 now at 500 heading into the game against Waco Friday at Waco ISD Stadium. 49-21 was the final. Let's go ahead and get to these highlights and our brand new toy, the Telestrator with Coach Mark Smith.
They come in with a surprise onside.
Yeah, the totally unexpected.
Yeah, recover it. They executed that really well.
So this is their first offensive series
I
here.
loved it. You know, we come in right now, something bad happened. Let's see what happens. We do a good job. Great tackle, separating the man from the ball. And we're going to get a stop in 4 downs here. Get the ball right back.
Brought it in up high.
Good, there we go. Just get the run game going.
That was pretty.
Big hole right
Nice
on the left
job
side of
there.
the line there.
Good job throwing and running first drive. Get down there. 2 bad things that happen. We come right back. Don't flinch. Here we go.
The Z-Train scores, and now here's Belton with the ball.
All right, this was their one run that kind of leaked out on us. I told Coach Martin, I said, you know, I'm not as worried about this one. We fit this one well. So I'm looking at us right here. Got it paused. I know it's a little grainy there, but we really dented this thing on the front side. Anytime on an outside zone or stretch play, dent the front side and then stay alive on the backside. A lot of teams cut on the backside. Belton did not, but you just see we got some guys that just over-pursued it and pursued a little too far, and he cuts the ball all the way back. This was the only long run that hit for us. We had so many tackles for loss that we ended up getting their rushing yardage down to negative for the night. But good fits, just stay alive on the backside. Here we go. Just knocking them back. Another tackle for loss. Get the ball right back. Let's go execute here. A double move by Jimmy on the bottom. You saw him take the inside move right down here, get the DB to bite, Now we throw it up over the top. We knew we had single coverage there, and then Jimmy outruns him to the end zone. Great job there. 14-0 Bobcats. All right, here we go. All right, they throw the deep ball right here, get behind us. Can't happen. Just not on the same page coverage-wise. That's what happened here. If everybody's not doing the same thing, bad things happen. When you're at this level, the ball will find your guy if you're the one that's not doing the right thing. So gave up a big one there. Don't like that. That's about all they got, offensively. Here we go. We were good in the return game. Colton Hill is going to take this one all the way back out the backside. Good speed, good violent blocking. Get the ball on their side of the field after a big kick return. When you only got 40 yards to go, you're in great shape. Your percentage of scoring goes up. And here we go. That's the one I was mentioning earlier. Kasner was also open. Micah could have hit either one of them.
Oh, yeah.
Finds Jimmy again on a touchdown. Jimmy's second of the first quarter. 21-7 Bobcats. Here we go.
Who got a hand on that?
Yeah. This is Brian Sandoval. Gets a big paw right up there on it.
Area 51.
Yeah. He did a great job there. So he did. He got credit for partially blocked punt. This play, the ball goes out of bounds. Get it right back to the Bobcats. Here we go. Good quick hitter to Colton. Get a nice positive gain. He was uncovered in the slot. Now we're in 12 personnel. You can see we've got our 2 tight end set right here. We're ready to go get somebody. Okay. Good. This was a run play that was called. We got a tagged RPO there. Jimmy gives a nice move outside in. The DBs don't get it switched off. Touchdown, Bobcats. Here we go.
And this is
Make
Gavin
a few
Ross,
guys
their
miss.
number 1 receiver.
Boy, this was some violent hitting right here. We were a little late on that last one by Cash. That's okay, though. I like if he's doing something wrong, it better be with violence, and he did right there. I'll take it.
On the
Good
run.
job getting the quarterback turned around. Nice stop there on, I believe that was 3rd down. Here we go.
3
Good.
sacks on the night.
Yep. Got him down, negative yardage plays, balls on the ground. Really good job keeping them out of the end zone there at the end of the half. Here we go, 3rd quarter. They get a little stuff going right here. A little soft on our coverage there. And then just kind of don't move our feet the way that we need to. Should motor out. We got a little stuck in our feet. He gets behind us. They made a good throw and catch. Now this is what I'm talking about. This is 3rd down here. A big catch by Kasner coming across the middle. They had just scored a touchdown. Here we go. It's our first possession here. 28-14. They think they're back in it, Darren.
Yeah.
Okay. But no.
Well,
Bobcats answer. Here we go.
This is as
Big
close
save.
as they
We
got.
run a counter play after the fly sweep coming across. Let's go back up 35-14. Hey, they come back. They answer again. Here we go. We get turned around right there. We're in good coverage. We just don't get turned the right way. They keep it a 14-point lead. Bobcats come right back. Great play here. Jimmy gets a nice run and catch. Gets the ball down in the high red. Flip it to the 4th quarter. Got a back shoulder ball there to Colton on a slot fade. He scored about 4 touchdowns this year on that route. And we go up 42-21. We stop them defensively, and now let's go lean on them with the big boys, Darren.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bully ball,
Let them
bully ball.
eat. It's bully ball time now. 12 personnel, 2 tight end set. Let's pound the ball. Okay, we're taking the air out of the ball right now. I love it. I'm fist pumping on the sideline. I mean, here we go. This is the way I like to win. Good stuff here. Boom, touchdown, Bobcats right down the field, 49-21.
That's Elijah Allen's first touchdown this season.
Really good there. Great win, great team win. Great stuff by the Bobcats. Like it. You saw some things in there we got to work on, but I really am proud of the way the guys performed, played, handled their business on the road. Okay, ready to go get another one this week.
All right, you'll kind of be in the same area, like the Central Texas area. We'll talk about the matchup with Waco when we return right after this from Shenanigans Sports Bar and Grill. This is Bobcats Insider from Luke's Cage on Concho Sports Network.
At Schertz Landscape, we care about the quality of trees that you put in your landscape. Therefore, we grow our trees here locally in the Concho Valley. As a certified arborist, I not only care about the quality of your tree being planted, but I am also qualified as a tree risk assessor. I can evaluate the health of an older tree or the risk that it may have to you and your property. Come see us at Schertz Landscape, where we care about the quality of your trees.
See friendship being.
San Angelo, it's time to invest in your home and protect your future. Olivas Restoration and Solar, your trusted partner in roofing, solar, insulation, and fencing. Call Olivas Restoration and Solar today for your free consultation.
At Texas Bank, we believe in the power of relationships. Our roots are our customers, the lifeblood of our business. We're more than just a bank. We're your trusted financial partner, committed to building lasting connections and providing personalized service that exceeds your expectations. From helping you achieve your financial goals to supporting you through life's changes, we're here for you every step of the way. Experience the difference of banking with people who truly care.
Welcome back to Shenanigans Sports Bar and Grill. This is our little weekly powwow we call Bobcats Insider. Thank you to Luke's Cage for making this possible here at Shenanigans. Darren Prater, Arlen Ponder, and Central Bobcats head coach Mark Smith. We took care of business, got to 2-2. We have Waco
Victory
this week.
Mondays are a lot better here, aren't
Yes, they are.
The steak tips taste better, and they're already delicious. But yeah, everything is a little bit better when you win.
That's
Absolutely. I bet it was a pleasant bus ride home.
It was. It was a lot of fun. The guys, just enjoyed themselves. Coach Huffman, our operations director, got everybody Chick-fil-A. Everybody likes Chick-fil-A. So we had Chick-fil-A on the bus and celebrated. We got back about 2 o'clock in the morning. I don't know what time y'all got back, but we got back to the field house about 2 and got everything unloaded and then right back up there ready to go about 8. Yeah, took a quick nap and then let's go get ready for Waco.
Go get ready. I bet it's hard to sleep on Friday nights. It is for me just announcing the game. You got all these things going on in your head. And plenty to think about this week, the Waco Lions.
Yep.
Now, back when I lived there, they went to state in 4A. They've kind of fallen off
program.
over the years. But
I remember, Johnny Tusa was one of my coaching heroes.
Yep.
I just remember him, and his teams were always so good. And I had a coach that coached for me when I was the head coach at LD Bell, who was also on staff at Waco with Coach Tusa, and he spoke so highly of him. And it was a great program, a top 10 team just all the time, there for a long period of time. So, yeah, very storied program, very proud program.
They Jared Salubi was the running back then, and they had some showdowns with Copper's Cove, Lufkin, and Reggie McNeil, some great times.
Some great Syntex football.
You bet. They come in at 0-4 this season. Struggling a bit, but we sure don't want to let them sneak up on us as we go to Waco ISD to take on the Lions. What do we know about them this season,
Listen,
Coach?
not so fast, okay? This team is good, all right? My guys think that they're the Philadelphia Eagles right now, and that's the mindset that I want to have. This team is impressive. I watch them on tape, and I promise both of you, I would not have guessed this team is 0-4 by watching them on tape. They're physical, they're big, they're athletic. For some reason, it just hasn't quite meshed together well for them. They got a new coach, and sometimes that takes a little bit to get going. I like the athleticism of this team, the size. When you watch them, they play with good technique. This is a team that can do things. And sometimes it gets frustrating whenever things don't go your way, and then it kind of falls on them. So that's what's happened to them this year. But I do think this is a physically impressive team. We just need to go play our best football. I talked to the guys about it's always a nameless, faceless opponent. If we play our best football, our best is good enough. And that's what I want to get us to focus on. But it's going to be a good matchup there, another road matchup.
Is this another 3-4 defense team? Seems like everybody's
It
running
is.
the three-man
It's another
quad.
one. Now, they did get into some 4-down for the first half last week against Navasota, and then they got back into their 3-down front in the second half. They've been a 3-down front primarily the first 3 games of the year. Did go some 4-down, but went right back to their 3-down in the second half. So we're going to work on both. We're going to be ready for both, but I do anticipate seeing more 3-down from them again. It's a spread offense. They'll go 2x2, 3x1. They get a little split back. You'll see that a little bit, and a little bit of tight end. So not as much variety as we've seen through the first, 4 weeks of the season to this point, but we're going to see some more check with me. They want to get the right play and then get over there and then run what they want to run. But they got good people, so it should be a good matchup.
Their record may be a bit deceptive.
It is. I really believe it is. And I hope, and I've just taught our players, I don't want them to look at the record and think, oh, this team is not very good, or whatever it may be. Because people have looked at the Bobcats and saw 0-2, but here we come.
Yeah.
So I knew we had a good team. We've improved every week. We've gotten better. Quality win last week. And I want us and our focus and our mental disposition to be on playing our best football, not worrying about the record of the opponent that we play, being our best. Where you were last week is not good enough. We need to be better than where you were last week. Continually on the rise. I talked to the team about that as well. That's everyone's job on the team, is be a guy that's on the rise. What you did last week is not good enough this week. How are you going to improve? Are you complacent? Are you digressing? Everyone's responsibility is to improve every week. That's what I'm expecting from our guys this week.
Right, and you get those teams, you talk about this is an 0-4 team. They're really a good team. And you don't want that mental lapse to go, oh, okay, well, this isn't that good of a team.
Right.
We're much better. But winning is contagious.
Yes. And I think I said last week here, the distance from the penthouse to the outhouse in the game of football is 1 week.
Yes.
If you like where you are, you got to put the work in. You got to have the right mental perspective on the game. In fact, I didn't even tell the team that Waco was 0-4. They probably already know. They've looked at it and seen, but it was never a part of my discussion. I opened the meeting on Saturday and then again on Monday morning, this morning, with the same intensity that's required to attack every practice and every meeting. So I want the team to share that same feeling.
Well, and you go in thinking they're 4-0.
That's right.
So
that's exactly right. Yeah,
it's like,
that's exactly right.
Coach W.T. Stapler, the legendary coach, Sweetwater, Brownwood, he always said they scare me to death about every team. They scare me to death.
We could be playing the School of the Blind, and I'd be worried that, how are we going to move the ball on them? My mindset is that way, but I have a confidence about if we prepare the right way, if we do things the right way, if we have our mental perspective where it needs to be on how to approach our work with the right habits of what it takes to win, the winning will take care of itself.
And you played a complete game. We've talked about that. But that's what's required going forward, especially as we start getting into the little Southwest Conference.
Yes.
You have to play that complete game because you can bet Lee, Mojo, they're going to be playing complete games.
Well, that's exactly right. And that's my whole purpose in trying to get our team as good as we can be as we get ready to start district, because as we know, our league, how many one-score games did we have a year ago?
Yeah.
Almost all of them.
Yeah.
And right down to the end. So in one-score games with two quality teams, all these little details matter. You may beat, Belton, by, 4 touchdowns or whatever it was, and you can get away with doing a little something that wasn't quite right. That's not the case whenever you're playing a quality opponent in a one-score game. It may be that 2nd and 6 in the second quarter, when no one thinks it matters as much, and it makes the difference in the game. So that's the kind of mental intensity and focus that I'm trying to make sure the team understands.
And Lee will be our first opponent in 2-6A Little Southwest Conference play here in a few weeks. Don't want to be looking ahead too much, but that one will be at home. As for Friday, it's Waco, 7 o'clock kickoff, Concho Sports Network from Waco ISD Stadium. We'll have the game for you, and hope you can either watch or make the trip, as I know a lot of Central fans will. Waco is in the same district as Belton.
Yes.
And they're picked at the bottom while Belton was picked second behind Brenham. But you never know. We got to take care of it. So best of luck Friday.
Thank you. And I want to add one thing. Coach Guevara and Lakeview off to a
Hey.
4-0 start. What an amazing beginning of the season. So happy for them. Wishing them well again. Each week that they play, I just wanted to give him that shout out. That's not easy to do. It's very hard to do. I think it's been a while since
First
they've
time
done
since
that.
1983.
Amazing. Yeah. Well, he deserves it. He's a great man, great coach, has his team playing really good football right now.
Great
And we'll have
players
Chiefs
out there,
Insider
too.
coming up right after this, live from Shenanigans. Arlen Ponder, Coach Mark Smith. Hopefully we'll be celebrating victory over Waco next Monday
Yes.
when we meet for Bobcats Insider at 7 o'clock next week here at Shenanigans. We'll see you Friday night, Waco ISD Stadium. Chiefs Insider's up next from Luke's Cage and Concho Sports Network.
That doesn't surprise me.
Squad jumping, spirits in the air. Coach words gotta beware. Second half beast, time to declare. We fight, we scream under the lights. Drums beat, heart pumping just right. We run, tornado in the night. Glitter run, glory, it's alright. drive. Helmet on, grip tight on that ball. Mighty team, we rise, not fall. Bleachers rattling, echo the call. Friday night, we're giving it all. We fight, we scream under the lights. Drums beat, heart pumping just right. We run, tornado in the night. Glitter run, glory, it's alright. Rival teams clash, thunder and sweat. Next play ready, ain't no regret. Touchdown dreams, this night ain't set. 10 yards closer, never forget. Marching back, keeping the beat. Feeling that pulse under my feet. Drums of war calling us sweet. Victories taste better yet sweet. Halftime shows with fervor and flair. Pep squad jumping, spirits in the air. Coach words gotta beware. Second half bass, time to declare. We fight, we scream under the lights. Drums beat, heart pumping just right. We run, tornado in the night. Glitter run, glory, it's alright. We fight, we scream under the lights. Drums beat, heart pumping just right. We run, tornado in the night. Glitter run, glory, it's alright. We fight, we scream under the lights. Drums beat, heart pumping just right. We run, tornado in the night. Glitter run, glory, it's alright. Glitter run, glory, it's alright. Glitter run, glory, it's alright. We fight, we scream under the lights. Drums beat, heart pumping just right. We run, tornado in the night. Glitter run, glory, it's alright. Marching band, keeping the beat. Feeling that pulse under my feet. Drums of war calling us fleet. Victories taste bitter yet sweet. Underneath them big old Texas sky, lights glow high, can't deny. Crowd roars loud, I'm feeling love. Marching band, drum line keeps the drive. Helmet on, grip tight on that ball. Mighty team, we rise, not fall. Bleachers rattling, echo the call. Friday night, we're giving it all. We fight, we scream under the lights. Drums beat, heart pumping just right. We run, tornado in the night. Glitter run, glory, it's alright. Rival teams clash, thunder and sweat. Next play ready, ain't no regret. Touchdown dreams, this night ain't set. 10 yards closer, never forget. Marching back, keeping the beat. Feeling that pulse under my feet. Drums of war calling us fleet. Victories taste better yet sweet. Halftime shows with fervor and flair. Pep squad jumping, spirits in the air. Coach words gotta beware. Second half bass, time to colors fleet. Victories taste bitter yet sweet. Underneath them big old Texas sky, lights glow high, can't deny. Crowd roars loud, I'm feeling love. Marching band drum line keeps the drive. Helmet on, grip tight on that ball. Mighty team, we rise, not fall. Bleachers rattling, echo the call. Friday night, we're giving it all. We fight, we scream under the lights. Drums beat, heart pumping just right. We run, tornado in the night. Glitter run, glory, it's alright. Rival teams clash, thunder and sweat. Next play ready, ain't no regret. Touchdown dreams, this night ain't set. 10 yards closer, never forget. Marching band, keeping the beat. Feeling that pulse under my feet. Drums of war calling us fleet. Victories taste better yet sweet. Halftime shows with fervor and flair. Pep squad jumping, spirits in the air. Coach words gotta beware. Second half beast, time to declare. We fight, we scream under the lights. Drums beat, heart pumping just right. We run, tornado in the night. Glitter run, glory, it's alright. We fight, we scream under the lights. Drums beat, heart pumping just right. We run, tornado in the night. Glitter run, glory, it's alright. We fight, we scream under the lights. Drums beat, heart pumping just right. We run, tornado in the night. Glitter run, glory, it's alright. Glitter run, glory, it's alright. Glitter run, glory, it's alright. We fight, we scream under the lights. Drums beat, heart pumping just right. We run, tornado in the night. Glitter run, glory, it's alright. Marching band, keeping the beat. Feeling that pulse under my feet. Drums of war calling us fleet. Victories taste bitter yet sweet. Underneath them big old Texas sky, lights glow high, can't deny. Crowd roars loud, I'm feeling love. Marching band drum line keeps the drive. Helmet on, grip tight on that ball. Mighty team, we rise, not fall. Bleachers rattling, echo the call. Friday night, we're giving it all. We fight, we scream under the lights. Drums beat, heart pumping just right. We run, tornado in the night. Glitter run, glory, it's alright. Rival teams clash, thunder and sweat. night ain't set. 10 yards closer, never forget. Marching band, keeping the beat. Feeling that pulse under my feet. Drums of war calling us sweet. Victory tastes better yet sweet. Halftime shows with fervor and flair. Pep squad jumping, spirits in the air. Coach words gotta beware. Second half beast, time to declare. We fight, we scream under the lights. Drums beat, heart pumping just right. We run, tornado in the night. Glitter run, glory, it's alright. We fight, we scream under the lights. Drums beat, heart pumping just right. We run, tornado in the night. Glitter run, glory, it's alright. We fight, we scream under the lights. Drums beat, heart pumping just right. We run, tornado in the night. Glitter run, glory, it's alright. Glitter run, glory, it's alright. Glitter run, glory, it's alright. Under the lights we stand, crescent dirt in hand. Coach's voice we hear, next play drawing near. Helmet straps pulled tight, rivals in our sight. Crowd roars with delight, we play with all our might. Friday nights feel alive, on this field we strive. For the win and the prize, together side by side. Helmet straps pulled tight, rivals in our sight. Crowd roars with delight, we play with all our might. Friday nights feel alive, on this field we strive. For the win and the pride, together side by side. Sweat and grit and grind, leaving fear behind. Every yard we fight, we'll give them all our might. In the huddle we unite, every struggle, every night. Through the falls and the climbs, we hold the line. Friday nights feel alive, on this field we strive. For the win and the pride, together side by side. We stand, crescent dirt in hand. Coach's voice we hear, next play drawing near. Helmet straps pulled tight, rivals in our sight. Crowd roars with delight, we play with all our might. Friday nights feel alive, on this field we strive. Helmet straps pulled tight, rivals in our sight. Crowd roars with delight. We play with all our might.
And welcome to Chiefs Insider, live from Shenanigans. I'm your host, Chad Miller, and I'm joined by my broadcasting partner, Arthur Andrade. And today we have a very special guest and a guy who'll be able to answer a lot of the questions we have this week on the opposite side of the ball, running backs coach Brian Farrell. Coach, first and foremost, thank you for joining us today.
Thanks for having me on.
Yes, fantastic. Coach, first things first, let's get to learn about you a little bit. Obviously, running backs coach at Lakeview, and that's all we got. So talk to us about your background. How long have you been with the Chiefs program, and just, everything about that?
This is my 4th year with Chiefs. I started out as the outside backer coach, and then I helped out with D-line, and the last 2 years I've been the running back coach. So.
Talk to you about that process going from, obviously, when you're in this profession, at least in my experience with it, you just do whatever you get asked to do, whatever, lets you maintain just working with these young men. So how does that work going from outside linebacker to D-line? All of a sudden, hey, coach, you're going to go coach running backs now.
It actually felt better. I was a running back in high school, and so it was a good transition for me.
That's natural.
Natural.
Where'd you go to high school?
A little town called White Deer, Texas, up in the Texas Panhandle.
White Deer, Texas.
Yes.
My goodness, that's one thing I learned about my time here in San Angelo, is that I learned all these smaller schools. Because obviously, I knew it was San Angelo. I knew of it. I know Lubbock, who we'll get to here in a little bit. But then, you get things like Paint Rock. You get things like Very Best, Wall. I know Wall's really good, but I didn't know who they were prior to me coming here in 2019. But Coach, without further ado, let's jump right into the recap of this game. Probably one of the craziest games I've ever been a part of, at least in some way, shape, or form. Lakeview going to 4-0 for the first time since 1983 with a 50-49 victory over the Westerners of Lubbock, who have had the Chiefs' name for 6 of the last 7 years, if I remember correctly. But this year is not that year. On homecoming night, in front of the great Northside Pride.
Great crowd.
Fantastic crowd. Coach, before we jump into the highlights, I just want to hear from you. What was that game like for you, for your position group, and even just your coaching staff as a whole?
It's exciting to be in this position. It was an exciting game, and, 1-point win is a win is a win, and the guys stepped up when we need them to. They didn't quit, and that's the biggest thing with this group this year is there's no quitting them. They just keep fighting till the end.
Awesome.
Well,
Coach, I think if you – sorry, go ahead.
We love that about them.
Oh, yeah. No, they just kept fighting to the very end, and we're definitely going to talk about that more starting here. I think Shay, my director, producer, is going to be able to pull up the stuff here so we walk through the highlight clip. Whenever you want to stop it, Coach, hit that pause play to be able to describe what you're seeing. Obviously, we start with a third down pass by Lubbock, who did start the game with the ball and able to drive down. After a turnover on downs, the Chiefs take over, and we see with the flea flicker here from Isaiah Rios back to Chris Avizo, then a little flat route to Nick Leyva, and he's able to do something himself.
Yeah, that's a great start to the play.
Sure.
Hold on, let me just pause that first.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, I thought I paused it. Yeah, he came out. Coach Cortez called the right play right at the right time and got him off guard. So.
Was this flea flicker always kind of been in the bag a little bit? Was this something that you just thought of, hey, look, we could probably start this off with this play?
We practiced it the past 3 or 4 weeks, and I think we came out with it one in the first or second game, and it didn't really click, and this time it did. So.
Awesome.
That was perfect. Yeah.
A heck of a start. And then we're going to jump right into Isaiah Rios' first touchdown run of the day. Yeah, if you just give it a second.
I'll pause it again.
You're all good. And, we just see him getting open space. Isaiah Rios, we talked to him last week. Just a very special young man he is.
Deceptive speed. He has some speed there.
Yeah, he's really stepped up this year, especially compared to last year, and just he's patient getting behind his blocks, and all of a sudden when he finds the hole, he goes through it and explodes out, and it's hard to catch him once he gets out and open.
Oh yeah. And then we jump over to Lubbock here. This young man is absolutely special. Bo Davis for Lubbock.
We're so impressed with this young guy. I mean, he was amazing. I wish we had him.
Yeah.
He had a big yard, and now he scores a touchdown here to tie it up once again. And this is back and forth all day, folks, so stick around. We got plenty more offense where that came from. And then we have Rodella here with a nice kick return. Just being able to give y'all solid field position. I think that's one thing outside of maybe a couple we're having a little technical difficulty trying to stop some of the.
It doesn't want to stop.
It doesn't want to stop
Anyways,
on our end.
Chris had a great return to set us up for that next play.
Oh, yeah, no, for sure. Thankfully, with the power of technology, we're able to come back a little bit. But what I was saying, outside of maybe one drive, it really felt like y'all had solid starting field position all throughout this game.
Yep. It seems like every time the special teams would come through and get us in a good position, and then again, we almost scored on every possession with the exception of a few, and it just was a shootout back and forth.
Yes, sir.
Indeed. And now we can hit play here. This should be a touchdown pass to Nick Leyva. Just wide open. He got behind the secondary and able to do the rest himself.
Yep.
And then we have for two, I believe.
Yes, sir. It's two-point conversion, and again, Isaiah is just
right. Yeah. So that first one, let me correct myself, because I also got it wrong during the game.
Yeah.
I thought that pass to Leyva was a touchdown.
Oh, yeah, it was.
And then this was Isaiah Rios getting his second touchdown
touchdown
of the game. He gets his foot out, and we looked at the instant replay. He definitely does. But in the moment, I definitely was like, it's a touchdown. And then I was so lost during this. And I'm like, that was a touchdown. They went for two. They got it. But no, this was a touchdown run.
We all thought it was a touchdown right off the bat, too.
I'm glad we all have the same thought process here. And now we jump ahead. Bo Davis doing Bo Davis things here. He's going to get about 30 yards or run to the 30-yard line. I mean, obviously, there's some frustrations from your defensive coaches, I'm sure. So kind of walk me through, maybe without giving us some of the exact words that were used, but talk to us about the feeling that those defensive coaches had just watching this young man run all over them.
Just frustration a little bit. I mean, that's a good running back, and he's only a sophomore. That's a scary thing.
Very good.
Very good running back, and we just need to wrap up better. But again, they stepped up when it needed to be stepped up the most. And,
sure.
That is true. We'll definitely get to that when we get to that clip here. But going back to Davis, I mean, he makes everybody look silly. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a sophomore. 5'8", 180 listed on Lubbock's roster, and that's a sophomore. And then he does this stuff. This young man, if he's not playing college ball in 3 years, I don't know what colleges are seeing. And then that was the other running back. And then we see Reyna, a quarterback, able to take you're doing a great job just fooling the whole defense and running it himself to take a 7-point lead. And now the Chiefs back with the ball. And we see Chris Alviso able to have a little shot to the left side there.
Great second effort by Chris Rodella on that as well.
For sure. Excellent job. And then another fantastic run. I mean, Coach, what it is about this young man that he's able just to keep fighting over and over and over, take second, third, fourth. I mean, we count how many guys touch him, and he's able just to keep fighting, bring in 3 Westerners with him into the end zone. Just talk to me about this young man as a whole.
I think as a senior, he's just stepped up way more than last year. You can tell in practice the energy's up. He's
definitely
leading the team, and just there's another level that he's gone to this year compared to last year.
For sure. Now this is the third touchdown run of the game to make it 21-all, and then we jump back to fourth down where Roman's able to blow up the play and force a turnover on downs. Excellent job by the defense. One of the few times they're able to get a massive stop against the Lubbock offense. Now going back to the offensive side of the ball in the Angelo Mariah red zone, and then this young man, I mean, we talk about him each and every week. Braylon White, something about him able to execute this post-sit route, and nobody's able to seem to stop it, or it's a great job on Yana to be able to call at the right times, because it seems like Braylon White's always open on that play.
It's good that we got him back in the game. He scored again after getting hurt last week, kinda, and so I'm happy he was able to do that.
Absolutely. Braylon White, he's kind of one of those kids that could probably play at the next level too, and he's just got a knack for the ball, and he's got a chance every time if you throw it to him to come up with it, no matter who's on him.
Sure.
For sure. And then we come back to this one. This is how Lubbock's able to tie the game prior to the half. And once again, Bo Davis. I mean, this young man, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get into the numbers after this highlight clip, but just know that young man had an exceptional day.
He did.
And then we go to the third quarter. Braylon White catch on the fade route inside the 5-yard line. And then a fantastic RPO flat route call to Rodella to get a touchdown to give the Chiefs a lead. You know, and also, as you see Bo Davis able to take another run, immediately responding to that touchdown, by the way. Talk to you about that RPO. We can go back, Shay, to that last touchdown, and Shay will get it here for us. Talk to you about this RPO play. You know, this one feels recent development to me, because from what I remember from the season, I don't think y'all run this play very much as a whole.
Coach Cortez loves the RPO, and he's a great play caller. And he always adds something every week, a few here and there, because he'll watch film and he'll see something we can exploit on the other side. And so it's could be fairly new, you know, and just we do run RPOs here and there from, you know.
Oh, yeah, we definitely see the RPOs all the time. And it's actually kind of funny because when you talk to numerous of the coaches, who have told us all the same thing, where basically every play is an RPO for y'all. And so the fact that Chris is able to throw as often as he has, and then just the random times that Isaiah will get the ball and just do what he does, or even Evan Gallegos whenever he gets his touches most of the time later in the game. Yeah, and then we, like I said, Bo Davis doing Bo Davis things.
I'm interject something real quick. It seems like every game we played, both sides have had the same kind of offense. Same spread, trips, 4 receivers. So it's like we see it back over and over. And y'all see it when we're on defense as well. So, you know, it's just kind of funny how that permeates.
You know, a lot of places are going to RPOs now, too. And I remember going to the Angelo Clinic one year, and Nick Saban was talking about the RPO, and he was getting mad because he's defensive coordinator. Like, you jerks coming out with these RPO now. I can't repeat what he actually said, but, you know.
Oh, yeah, obviously not. But
it's becoming a bigger and bigger thing.
Yeah.
And it does. It makes it harder on the defense for sure.
Is it now, from a running back's coaching perspective, you know, what does that make you think? And also being a former running back yourself, I'm sure as a team y'all enjoy it, but I'm sure like as a former running back, there's that selfish in the matter that you want the ball all the time. So I'm sure that kind of brings you a little bit of frustration when you see the ball get taken away from Isaiah and Chris is throwing to somebody else.
That's for sure. I tell my running backs to be greedy. It's his job to pull it. You latch down on that ball, and if he's going to have to pull it hard in order to get it out there, you know.
Hey, nothing wrong with that. I mean, we see it time and time again, and we'll get to the numbers here in a moment. Isaiah has no problem being greedy with the ball. And then speaking of special teams, we come back. This is going to be a 40-yard kickoff return for the Chiefs immediately after the 75-yard touchdown run allowed. And I mean, he had one man to beat. Yeah. He had one man to beat.
The kicker.
And then we go forward. It's going to be a 3rd down run for Chris Alviso. I mean, excellent job utilizing his legs.
And getting him. Chris has been great at reading the RPOs and knowing when to pull it and all that. He's done a great job, too.
Talk to me about, so you mentioned you've been with the program the last 4 years, and so you've seen Chris have to take over as the quarterback of this offense last year after the injury against Fort Stockton. Talk to me about what you see from your perspective and his development taking over the starter of this program.
Just more confident, reading the play better, reading it quicker, getting faster reads, and just watching more film so he sees it more on the field faster.
Yeah, fantastic. And I hope he's enjoying the film that he sees from us. But as we see a massive run by Rios, I mean, just this young man is absolutely insane. And, of course, I call him, my favorite nickname for him is the running back kicking extraordinaire, because he'll do all these crazy things on the ground and then immediately turn around and kick. It's insane. It's like he just has a limited stamina. It's insane what he does. We do see him here able to get the ball carrier and then just break through, go through the Red Sea that's parting in front of him, and then make a couple guys miss, and then immediately come around after not able to get into the end zone, but they kick a field goal.
Right. He's got a great leg too. I remember even freshman, sophomore year, he was kicking at 50 in practice. So he's got a leg.
So you mentioned kicking at 50 in practice. Have y'all tested how far he can kick? Like realistically?
Yeah, I want to say it was 50 or 55 one day.
My goodness.
It's been I can't remember how far. It was 50 or 55. It was
Jeez. One of these days, we're going to get to a situation where, obviously, I know our offense is very aggressive, and I'm sure Coach loves just leaving them out there, letting them do, because they've been very successful this year. Makes complete sense. But one of these days, we're going to get in some crazy situation where we got to just throw him out there for a 45-yard. I want to see him just nail it.
Yeah. He's capable, fully capable.
Yeah, indeed. And then we see how Lubbock's able to retake the lead with this quarterback sneak. We actually got confused on that, if you don't mind pausing that, Shay, where it was actually kind of interesting to me because we really thought he lost the ball here. Like, we saw the defense come out with it, and we're like, oh, okay, turnover. Because at first I'm thinking touchdown, and then I see our guys on the ball. I'm like, oh, what happened? Thankfully, thanks to our replay, we did see he definitely crossed the plane prior to fumbling the ball. And then here's the play of the night as we just immediately – okay, Shay is looking around trying to get us back to this. But, yeah, we're going to get to the play tonight, and probably the biggest play – maybe it's Lakeview football history right here. Ladies and gentlemen, I just want you to watch this. Isaiah Rios takes this and makes multiple guys miss, and then boom, open field, one man to beat. Excellent lead blocking. I got to remember who this number is.
I can't tell who that is.
Yeah, that's number 1. Yeah. That's going to be DJ Munoz
DJ,
with the excellent lead blocking to make sure that safety has no chance to get Isaiah as he runs 95 yards to the house.
Yeah, and I mean, just great job on the line too, opening up the holes, and then for Isaiah for seeing it, and DJ for a great block down the field as well.
You know, it's crazy. Like I said, a high snap, and it was funny to me in this moment, you know, and I went back to look at this. I'm doing an ad read right before this ball snap, and it's on the side of the wall, and then he gets his snap, and I turn back, and that's when he just gets the ball. Like, okay, cool, Rios has the ball, here comes a run, and then me and my partner here just lost it. We're all basically fans in the moment, enjoying him run 95 yards.
Simple inside zone run too. It wasn't a complicated play, just good blocking and good execution.
Caught the defense in the wrong. They were looking for something else.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Now, jumping into this next clip, Lubbock is able to Bo Dave is able to get a touchdown catch here. I believe this is going to be his 4th touchdown of the day. Just an excellent job of scramble drill by, I believe his name is Zach Reyna. My apologies if I got that wrong at the quarterback.
He was so smooth the way that he ran. I mean, it
frustrating.
Was for defense.
It's insane how, like, and I'm sure y'all knew, but we were looking at the numbers prior than last week's Chiefs Insider show. It's insane to me how we saw it. Like, cool, this whole offense is this young man. But then you know it's him, and he's still able to do everything that he did. It's absolute insanity. I can just imagine the frustration that the defensive coaches had. I'm sure Coach Allenbar's was not very happy with the defense as a whole. Continuing on.
Up there.
Continuing on, this is once again excellent job by Chris, able just to utilize his feet. People forget this young man, he can run. He's a linebacker. He was a linebacker. Now that we have some Steve here, Coach Allenbar, or at least maybe Coach Guevara, whoever made the decision to make sure that Chris is only playing quarterback. Did play both sides of the ball, so no question about this young man's vision of the field. And then we get to the biggest play of the second biggest play of the night. Just a deep shot, but some interesting beginnings of the play. Obviously, I'm not going to put you on the spot and ask about it, but my partner and I talked about it time and time again. We talked about it in the postgame show, talked about it prior to this show going live.
Hey, the refs didn't see it.
A lot of people saw some stuff that the man in zebra stripes did not. And, you know, it's something.
Yeah.
In this moment, you on the sideline. Were you in the sideline or you in the box? I should probably.
Sideline.
You're in the sideline? Okay. Walk me through this play as a whole. I understand it's not your side of the ball, but walk me through this play and your thoughts as everything developed from the jumping happened, the snap, and then just the deep shot, and then you realize no flag. Just walk me through your emotions in that moment.
Thank God. That's all I could say. And that play didn't make or break the game. It could have. It would have been 4th and 3. We still could have stopped them.
Right.
They missed calls on both sides as well. They're not perfect.
No, for sure. We'll get to that here in a little bit.
I thought he called it at first.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
we
thinking,
thought so, too.
oh, my God.
I was shocked.
Yeah. And what was crazy is that, and of course, that's the only one you see. But, ladies and gentlemen, there's about 4 different times where this Lubbock quarterback missed his man by mere fingertips. And obviously that could be a major difference of the game. But then we're seeing the team celebrate. First time 4-0 since 1983.
I was there.
You were there. My partner was there. And you see the team just enjoying it. I mean, we just see the confidence in this squad. And now I ask you this, Coach, as I believe we're going to come back from the highlight clips, I have to ask you. Like I said, you've been a part of this program 4 years. You've seen the lows of the low. And to see this team where they are now, just give me just that feeling that you have with witnessing this start to this season.
It's exciting. It really is. Just to see him grow from a freshman, and I had Isaiah as a freshman, into now, and then the rest of the guys as well, and just there's an energy in the school, there's an energy on the practice field, and then on the game. You can just tell there's something different.
For sure. And before we move on to next week, there's a couple of questions I'm curious about, and I'm asking this mainly for our own curiosity. Who are the coaches that are in the box for y'all?
For offense?
In general.
Or just
offense, but just in general. Who's up there for us?
Coach Cortez, and then Coach Hall, Jace Hall, and then for defense, I'm trying to think.
I think it's Alabar.
I can't remember on defense.
That's fine.
Coach Plata, Coach Rowolds, and there's somebody else, but I can't.
That's fine. It's always funny to us. So, of course, at San Angelo Stadium, we're right next to y'all's box.
Yeah. Oh, you hear a lot, then. You hear a lot.
And luckily, we've been lucky enough not to our producer director Shay Harris over here. Fantastic job being able to drown out any other noise that's not us. But it is so entertaining to hear them on the other side. And obviously, if it's good, it's, of course, a lot of great things.
A lot of excitement.
But a lot of emotion in that box. And I absolutely love it. I'm here for it. As a lifelong football fan, I'm here for it. I was just curious. And then second, this is just mainly for our benefit because we're selfish like that. Who uploads y'all stuff to Max Preps? Your stats. Do you know who does that? Or if anybody does that, or somebody outside?
It's Coach Gonzalez.
Coach Gonzalez?
Gonzalez, yeah.
Okay, we need to have Coach Gonzalez. Okay, someone write that down. Coach Gonzalez, please upload the stats faster. It was just funny to us because we made a joke about it. It was prior to – actually, was it last week's show? Was it 2 weeks ago?
I think it was Central 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, it was something like
nothing,
that.
Yeah.
But we made it just a little joke, little pun about how we didn't have access to Lakeview stats, and it was so funny because the next Chief Insider show, boom, they're all there. And I was like, okay, great, we got that. And then we're waiting for this week's. We're like, it ain't there. But luckily, my partner here has all the numbers, and he went back and watched the game and recalculated himself. So let's jump into the numbers prior to looking at leveling. We are actually running a little bit longer than usual, which is okay. I absolutely love this.
It's like your good, bad, and ugly sequence here.
Oh, exactly. So
Lubbock for offense, they had 662 yards.
That's something.
And let me see, 64 plays. So they averaged over 10 yards a play.
Not surprising.
Bo Davis, 26 carries, 335 yards, and he had 4 touchdowns, 3 rushing, and 1 with receiving.
And understand, and now I want to make it clear to the coaches who are not here, and also to Coach here.
We know
we're not saying this to dog on you.
No.
This is strictly for the information.
Yeah.
So people at home who did not get a chance to watch the game can know. Just know there was no defense in this game.
And the defensive coordinator, Coach Allenbar, is a great coach. And the rest of the coaches are too. It just, sometimes you have a rough night. It was just a good running back too. He's just a beast.
He's fantastic back.
He's
and
going to play
same with the other
level.
side. Obviously, I'm sure their coaches understand the situation, and obviously Isaiah Rios, fantastic back. So no defense whatsoever. We have my good to bad to ugly segment, but I'm gonna let my partner here finish his stats off.
We had 573 yards offense, 297 rushing, 276 passing. And let me highlight Isaiah. 19 carries, 271 yards, 4 touchdowns. And I think he caught one. Did he catch one? No, maybe he didn't.
I don't think he caught one today.
I was thinking of both.
I want to say it was the week before he had 5. I think he caught one the week before.
Yeah, that 9 touchdowns in 2 games.
2 games.
That is crazy.
That's a lot.
And what was interesting, what gives us a chuckle is that Arthur literally mentioned it in the Chiefs Insider prior to the Lamesa game. We're like, hey, Isaiah Rios, he may not have it on numbers, but he's doing great things. And then explodes for 5 touchdowns. Explodes for 4 more. Over 400 yards of all-purpose yards by himself in the last 2 games, and 9 touchdowns. He just went crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Knowing that, and I'm sure you knew he always had this, but it absolutely baffles me that how much of a breakout somebody can have, just what feels like so random. And of course, I got to give credit to my partner for being able to see it way earlier than I did. I'm just oh yeah, we're definitely a passing team, and we would run to keep him honest. But no, it's obvious that we can just do it all.
Yes. Coach Cortez, he has a great offensive scheme, and like I said, we'll come up with a few different ones every week, just to keep him honest. But we always keep the same plays for the most part, you know.
Yeah. Which, nothing wrong with that. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. We're definitely seeing that, and we're seeing the new implications being, or the new inserts being very positive thus far. Like I mentioned, that RPO flat for the touchdown. Y'all ran it again on a 3rd down, I believe, and y'all got a 1st down out of it. These new things that I'm noticing are definitely working. For sure, I got to give Coach Cortez all the credit for that. Of course, for y'all as well, because without y'all's coaching the individual players, it makes it insane. So then we touched over it. I would do the good, the bad, the ugly, but I think we kind of just covered it. The good is offense. The bad is tackling. I'm sure y'all mentioned. Maybe defense, you really want to be specific. And then if you really had to talk about the ugly, you could say the last play. But I'm not going to talk about the ugly. It's ugly here. A win's a win no matter what the score was.
Hey, the refs didn't see the last play.
And of course, as a lifelong football fan, it's always a joke of this happens, they're blind, whatever. But everybody, I heard in our crowd mic the groans from our sideline because they knew oh, great. 4th down, free play. Oh, look, they tossed it. It really doesn't matter. And then, you can hear it on the broadcast. The crowd realizing there's no flag, and we're like, game's over. It's done. It was just insane. But as you mentioned, of course, just because there wasn't a flag doesn't mean it completely changed. You still had to convert the 4th down. Who knows if they were or weren't? Obviously, you can look back at the game and make assumptions, but you know what they say about making assumptions. If you don't know that saying, look it up. I can't say the rest of it on stream. But nonetheless, let's close the book on Lubbock. It's the win, 4-0 first since 1983, and let's move on to next week. Your second home game in this 3-game home stretch, welcoming the Lobos of Loveland. Last year, the Lobos got the best of y'all. You definitely had a solid competitive game early and then kind of got away the rest of the way. But obviously, whole different team this year. We'll take a look at the Lobos. I do have they come in 2-2. They actually just got done with their 3-game home stretch. They opened the season on the road at Dalhart. Took a very tough 40-point loss, 55-15. Hosted our district foe, Pecos. Won that by 20, 41-21. And then had to host Idalou, a very overall tough program, especially in the recent years. Dropped that one 32-13. And then welcome in the Cubs at Brownfield. And Brownfield's going to Brownfield. 50-0 was the final score of that one in favor of the Lobos. But now they're back on the road. With their first stop being here at San Angelo Stadium on Friday night, 7 o'clock kickoff. First and foremost, Coach, what is your initial thoughts with this matchup against the Lobos?
It's going to be a lot better than last year, I can tell you that. They're always a tough team, but we can beat them, and we're looking forward to it. Now, I was telling the guys earlier, we haven't beat these teams since I've been here. Let's get ready to go. And it seems to me there's always a little bit of scruffle with this team. Like last year, there was a couple little fights on the side, and so we're ready. We're ready to go after them.
I love the emotion. It's funny you bring that up because I remember this. I remember the extracurriculars that took place against like Fort Stockton last year. You saw it bleed over this year a little bit more. Of course, we discussed those 3 other sports with like penalties in the first half, but that was handled. We've yet to see it again since, which is great. But it's starting to see these bleed over because, of course, me calling a lot of the games last year, I noticed that there's a lot of high emotion. May not be positive, may not be negative, but there's emotion there, and I would not be surprised, as you mentioned, if we see it again bleed over today. Looking over the offense, because of course it's tough to track defensive stats in high school, but offensively they do have a quarterback, Ethan Salazar Jr., 42-61, 550 yards, 7 touchdowns, 2 picks. 61 attempts shows that maybe they don't want to throw the ball as much. The yardage says yes, but the numbers say no. It's kind of interesting, especially comparing it to us. And I know we have a lot more explosive plays, but Chris has almost doubled this guy's starting numbers in terms of attempts and not completions yet, but definitely attempts.
Okay.
And then looking at their running game, they do have a couple 100-yard rushers, starting with sophomore. I believe it's going to be Noah Martin. Or Martin, number 3, 36 carries, 270 yards with 2 touchdowns. And then a spellback being Jake Potter, 26 carries, 191 yards, and 2 touchdowns. And then we do see Salazar able to do a little running himself. So you got another team with a mobile quarterback, 13 carries, 86 yards, and a couple touchdowns himself. But that's the offense. Let's look at your side of the ball. What are you seeing on the film early on? What can we expect from Lobos? What system are they running? Is it an odd front, an even front? How do you think your running back's going to be able to perform against their defense?
There's an even front, 4-2-5. They like to bring some pressure a lot, and so I think it's going to be another great game, a great test for Isaiah and Chris. They're ready for it.
For sure. It's great that we kind of just covered them really simple. But my last question before we let you go, Coach, unless my partner has anything, what do you think will be the key to ensuring the Chiefs can continue this hot start that they've had thus far? And it could be on offense, or if you think it's something on defense, or maybe both. What do you think is like the biggest key, or maybe multiple, that will contribute towards the Chiefs able to continue with a potential 5-0 start?
I preach it to the running backs every day. Ball security, no turnovers. Just play as a team. Minimize the mistakes a lot. And the extracurriculars, like you said, some unsportsmanlike and stuff, because it's happened with Levelland in the past. Like I said, we got into a couple of fights. We need to keep our cool, let them make the mistakes, and just play till the whistle blows.
Yes, sir.
Hey, love that mentality indeed. Partner, anything else for Coach before we let him go?
Now, what kind of offense do they run, Levelland? Or have you seen any of their offense?
Very similar to us.
Very similar?
Very similar to
So
us.
that would be 5-6 in a row.
Right.
Believe me, I've seen some of the other schools we played, and I'm thinking, that's the same thing we're running.
Yeah, I don't see the offensive side as much. I watch the defense since I'm on the offensive, but it's similar. So
See, this is the trade-off when we get the position coaches, because obviously we love it because we get the coaches who are more knowledgeable about their players, but then we get the negative where it's like, hey, they're really only worried about their guys. We can't really do it with the other side, because we've had Coach Guevara, Coach Rolwitz here in the past, and of course last week Coach Alls. So it's great seeing the different sides of it, but it's like, well, we don't get the full picture because they're only worried about their guys. But nonetheless, Coach, we appreciate you being here with us this evening. Running backs coach Brian Farrell. Or Farrell, excuse me. See, I did it. I did the thing. Brian, Coach, we appreciate your time. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much.
When we come back from this commercial break, we have a couple of Chiefs players that we'll talk to. You're watching Chiefs Insider live from Shenanigans.
Check out why First Community Federal Credit Union is the #1 local auto lender in the Concho Valley.
With great low rates on new, used, and refinance autos, we can save you money. First Community has great payment options and low prices for GAP, extended warranty, and credit life insurance, so we can make your payment fit your budget. So be smart, bank smart, and contact First Community for your auto financing needs.
Pain is never planned, and recovery time is never convenient. But the last thing you want to do is wait for answers. At Angelo MRI, you are more than a number. We can get you results within 24 hours at a price you can afford. So when you need to get back into the game fast, tell your doctor you want to go to Angelo MRI. We hope you don't need us this season. But in case you do, remember, it's your health, your choice, your MRI.
At Schertz Landscape, we care about the quality of trees that you put in your landscape. Therefore, we grow our trees here locally in the Concho Valley. As a certified arborist, I not only care about the quality of your tree being planted, but I am also qualified as a tree risk assessor. I can evaluate the health of an older tree or the risk that it may have to you and your property. Come see us at Schertz Landscape, where we care about the quality of your trees.
Friendship being
San Angelo, it's time to invest in your home and protect your future. Olivas Restoration and Solar, your trusted partner in roofing, solar, insulation, and fencing. Call Olivas Restoration and Solar today for your free consultation.
At Texas Bank, we believe in the power of relationships. Our roots are our customers, the lifeblood of our business. We're more than just a bank. We're your trusted financial partner, committed to building lasting connections and providing personalized service that exceeds your expectations. From helping you achieve your financial goals to supporting you through life's changes, we're here for you every step of the way. Experience the difference of banking with people who truly care.
Check out Waco.
Welcome back to Chiefs Insider live from Shenanigans here on Concho Sports Network. The two young men I teased earlier before the break are here with me now. Two defensive starters for the Chiefs. First and foremost, defensive tackle Connor Williams, number 51, and then starting will linebacker Abram Rivera, number 24. Gentlemen, first and foremost, thank you for joining us tonight. We appreciate y'all.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having us on.
Fantastic. I mean, y'all are, as I say, student athletes. SISD loves saying scholar athletes, so we'll just go with their term. Y'all are scholar athletes first, scholar athletes first. Let me enunciate my words. So let's just get the scholar part out of the way, because I'm sure y'all want to talk about some football. So y'all are both seniors, if I remember correctly, right?
I'm a junior.
You're a junior.
I'm a senior.
Right.
Yes, sir.
You're a senior, you're a junior. You are. Yep, I misread the whole thing. Anyway, we're about a month-ish of school so far. How are we feeling about your classes so far?
It hasn't been too bad, actually. Like, some of the classes are hard, but some of them are a lot easier, especially being a senior now.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And then from the junior side of things?
Yes, sir. It's a lot of dual credit classes, getting into those and getting used to them. So once we push through that, I think it's going to be a lot better.
Do you have a favorite class thus far this year? Anything that really is drawing your attention in the classroom?
As of right now, probably forensic science. It's kind of
wow. Okay.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's really interesting to me.
No, that's absolutely phenomenal. What about you?
Mine probably has to be pre-cal. It's a pretty fun class.
Oh goodness, my dreaded. I loved math until I took pre-cal in high school, and then I made the idiot mistake of taking AP calculus, which, yeah, that was an experience of all time. Then we'll kind of jump into the future a little bit more. Obviously, you're a junior, Connor, but as I just got corrected prior to this starting, or during this, what have you thought about after high school plans? Do you want to keep playing football? Is there a certain career path you want to follow? College? What are you thinking?
Particularly, I haven't set in on anything, but I've been really exploring some options and really looking towards that.
Anything for you? Well, you're a senior, so you gotta have to figure it out soon.
Yeah, man, I gotta figure it out soon, but I haven't gave it too much thought. I mean, obviously, just gonna work right after school instead of just waiting for it. So I've been thinking about going to maybe a trade school so that I can go learn to be electrician.
Okay.
My
hey,
dad's
we
done
always
that,
need those in a
my
row.
granddad, and my dad's brother. So kind of runs in the family a little bit.
Hey, but blue collar jobs are always, they're always needed. Those guys are always needed. I know my father was a union pipe fitter, so I've seen it firsthand. Obviously, yes, they're difficult. They have their flaws, but they're definitely needed. People are always needing electricians. People are always needing plumbers and all that fun stuff. Well, I think that covers all the scholar parts. So let's jump into football, shall we? Y'all are 4-0 for the first time since 1983.
Yes, sir.
None of us, because believe it or not, I'm not that much older than you. None of us were even thoughts in our parents' minds at that time. So just talk to me, y'all's standpoint. What does that feel for y'all? Because obviously y'all been part of this program 3 and 4 years respectively, or at least 2 regardless. Y'all have seen the lows. Y'all have seen last year where y'all had 4 games, y'all lost by 1 possession. Y'all had numerous games where y'all were competing early and then it just got away from y'all. What does it feel like going from that to this where, for the most part, y'all have been just rolling through y'all's opponents?
It's been completely different, like with the work of the ethic with everybody on the team, especially from last year where, obviously you always want to have faith in your team that we're going to win, but we knew maybe it's going to be really hard, especially to get out all these wins and like to have a start like this year. You knew maybe it can't happen, but like a lot of teams who played were senior year or senior heavy teams last year. So like you said, it was just getting the experience, and everybody's been on the same page this year with just about everything, to be honest. Just extra work after practice. We go hit the weight room during the summers and everything. So just working hard and just wanting to outwork our opponents.
What about for you? What's the feeling? I know you're on the same side of the ball, but what's the feeling from your side?
I know for sure it's very exciting. Coming from last year on offense with those 1-score losses is very frustrating. But coming in this year and winning, we got to be able to stay humble, stay hungry, as Coach says, and keep grinding and knowing where we came from and where we're going.
Yeah, no, and absolutely just insanity game we just came up with against Lubbock. Now it's I don't know how to properly transition to it because y'all both play defense. Y'all side of the ball did not have a fun night with Bo Davis in that Lubbock running game. But obviously y'all came through and it mattered most. We'll get to that here in a second. Just talk to me about y'all's thoughts having to defend a runner like that, because there are many times throughout the game where y'all had him beat at the line, had him behind the line of scrimmage, and he just shows so much patience to get around, and then in the open field, I don't want. I just want to get y'all's thoughts on it. I'm not trying to tear y'all down, and I apologize for coming off that way. I just want to see y'all's thoughts, knowing that this may have been, I guess, what would be maybe seen as a reality check game in terms of where y'all came from these first 3 weeks to last Friday.
It was definitely a check for sure for the defense. And Bo Davis, that kid's special, man. Can't really say much about it. He runs hard. Like you said, he's patient. But at the end of the day, we got to get 11 hands to the ball and just make a play. You might not make it every time, but just have faith in your teammate behind you that he's going to come make it if you can't.
I'm sure. Talk to the issue for your perspective. Let's make it a little bit different. Talk to me about that O-line. This was obviously probably the biggest O-line y'all faced in terms of size. We saw I believe it was the left tackle, the 6'4", listed at 6'4", 280, and then the other side was like 6'3", 300 or something, whatever. But knowing that this was the biggest size offensive line y'all faced, just talk to me about what you saw from just your unit as a whole and the struggles that y'all had to deal with them.
They were very big, but one of the other things is they had really good fundamentals.
Yeah.
And we had to work through that, and it put our fundamentals in check that we may have not been using as much in the past. And that really second half, we had to come out there and we got corrected.
Yeah.
And started doing better. And going forward, hopefully we'll be able to do that.
Oh, yeah. And I fully believe so, because obviously, yes, I think this was one of those 1 in a million type games where, obviously, as we discussed with Coach earlier, there was no defense, unfortunately, except like the few moments, and of course we'll get to that one that everybody knows about in a moment. But so I'm sure for y'all it was difficult. But what was maybe today like? Because obviously you had to go through film and get ready for leveling. What was it like with Coach Allenbar? And maybe that either that post game or maybe that Monday after, whatever that next meeting was with the defense, to be like, hey, look, we got to put this behind us. Here's what's in front of us. Like, what's Coach Allenbar telling y'all in situations like this?
Exactly what you just said. I mean,
yeah.
It's like with the quarterback, when you throw an interception, you want to have a short-term memory. So, like our defense, you said it was 600-something yards on us.
Yeah.
Which you never want, but
no.
Things like that, unfortunately, can happen. So, on to the next. And just can't be missing tackles, to be honest. There was a lot of missed tackles. And today, Monday, we fix it, tighten things up, and just get ready for the next.
Fantastic. Now, let's get to that last play there. For y'all on defense. Now, if I remember correctly, were y'all both on the field, or was one of y'all? I think you weren't.
I was not on the field. I was on the sideline.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So then I don't got to give you nothing about it. I think we all saw it. We all saw some things occur that everybody in the stadium seemed to see, except the people that needed to see it. So walk me through the play from y'all's perspectives. Obviously, you're on the sideline, you're on the field. So let's just start with you on the sideline here with Connor. From the play, you see your two brothers in arms, your D linemen jump, and you see Lubbock take it, and as any good offense would, they just lofted it. They took the shot. It was 4th down. I'm sure they were probably going to maybe attempt that regardless, but they took the shot. And then it falls incomplete. Take it from there. What's the emotion like in that moment?
Well, definitely right after a little bit of confusion, not knowing what's going on. But afterwards, some excitement, but also humbling knowing that the game came that close.
Yeah.
And we have a lot to work on.
Now give it to me on the field. What was was there some thought in your mind? Because obviously, as a linebacker spot, you see everything in front of you. You see your guys do what they do, and then you gotta play defense again. So like, what was that play like from your perspective?
Hey man, as far as I'm concerned, there wasn't a flag, so it's all fair game. Like,
hey, that's fair. That's fair. It was kind of funny, if from our perspective, of course, we're up in the box, we see it. And I can walk you through from my view of it. It was, fourth down and 9, I believe, 4th down and 8. Regardless, the offside wouldn't have killed you. It still would have been 4th down, and you still would have had to do the play.
Oh, yeah.
But from my point of view, jump. Oh, this is going to be a flag. Here comes a free play. Reyna, the quarterback, tossed it in the end zone. I thought he caught it. There was like 3 separate plays where he missed it by mere fingertips. I thought he caught it. Like, oh, it's a touchdown. Darn it, let's move on to the next thing. And then I get corrected immediately. My partner calls it out. He's like, oh, no, he dropped it. I'm like, oh, he dropped it. Okay, well, here goes to the flag. There's a flag. I'm looking around, scanning the field, and I'm like, where's the flag? Where's the flag? And then, of course, everybody in the stadium, and I'm sure y'all heard it, everybody in the stadium realizes there's no flag, and you see the entire north side of Pride just start just roaring with excitement, knowing that, hey, look, game's over at this point. What does it feel like that, y'all had this struggle all night long, and then y'all were the ones that stepped up to end this game? Of course, had that TFL. Y'all stopped them. I don't remember the 2 players who did it, but one of y'all went high, one of y'all went low to take down Bo Davis to only get him like a 1-yard run that drive. Just talk to me about that feeling, knowing that despite all the adversity y'all went through, it was y'all's unit that made sure that y'all came out with the victory.
Very humbling, like Connor said. Sorry.
No, you're good. It's all
yeah,
good.
very
No,
humbling.
collect your thoughts. It's all good.
What's it called? I mean, it was tough for us, but to be able to come out on top like that, even if it's only by 1 point, a win is a win. So we take it. There's things that obviously needed to get fixed, and we will be working that for this week. And yeah, just very humbling. Like, that was a really tough game for the defense. Like I said, that's probably that is the most points that was put up against us this season.
Right.
Most yards. Bo Davis, like I said, nasty player.
Yeah.
Extremely good, but got it under control, and we came out on top.
No, yeah, exactly. But great job overall. And obviously, despite everything y'all went through on the defensive unit, y'all still pulled out the dub. Before we jump into get leveling, there's a guy who I want to get y'all's opinion on because he's made some crazy plays since joining the varsity roster, and that's Andrew Young. The freshman, the only freshman listed on this roster, had a deflection and a game-stealing pick against Lamesa, and then got a whole lot more play time against Lubbock. What are y'all seeing from that young man, just being able to seeing him play varsity as a freshman and getting playing time with y'all?
Just potential, man. Like, to be able to play on varsity your first year in high school, that's special. So we watched him on JV when he was playing quarterback, and he was lighting up the field. It was almost like he was unstoppable. It was like a mix between Lamar Jackson and Tom Brady. He was dotting him up, or he'd pull it and just take off. It was almost a touchdown every time he ran. So,
right.
But for him to switch to defense and then to be making the plays that he's made, like I said, man, just special.
So he's a quarterback with
Yes,
JV?
he was playing quarterback on JV.
I didn't know that. See, like, we learn this every day. I talked to Arthur about that. I didn't know that. I just knew him as the listed here as a receiver DB. So I'm like, cool. But no, yeah, okay, cool. Plays quarterback also. So I guess third string quarterback if needed. Let's now, put Lovey behind us. Let's look at Loveland. Welcome into Lobos. I saw on Facebook today. Yes, I got a Facebook account. I saw on Facebook today. It is the Bitty Bitty Beat the Lobos is y'all school's theme for this week. Which, by the way, that tells me alone that I don't think this is a student choice in terms of it, because I don't know many students y'all's age that are aware of. Well, maybe so, but regardless, that's at the point. What are y'all seeing from the Lobos on film? We got the opposite side of the ball from Coach Farrell. What are y'all seeing as a defensive unit? What are y'all expecting? What are they running? Stuff like that. What are y'all seeing?
Last year, it was a lot of running and screenplays. So in my head, I figured they're probably going to try to do the same thing. And then, like this past week, with the runs outside, maybe our weak points, they'll try to attack that. But you're always working to fix those things. So this year, this game, we'll tighten it up and shut that down and hopefully shut them out, and they don't get any chance to do anything with the ball.
Hey, I mean, that's all we can ask for. I mean, obviously, win's a win no matter the score, but at the same time, yeah, if you can make them throw up a zero, that'd be great. What do you see from their offensive line, and what can you expect from them?
It's going to be a very physical game. They are going to try to get in our heads, get us off our game, and we got to work on staying cool and being aggressive back in between the whistle and not after.
It's funny you mentioned they're going to try to get in your head, because Coach mentioned it during the preview with him that there's some bad blood from last year potentially could bleed onto this year. So what do y'all got to do as a unit, being leaders on this team, and at least we see it on the field that y'all are leaders on this team. What do y'all got to do to be able to keep the mentality, keep the focus on the game, and not getting that unsportsmanlike penalty?
Just keeping your poise and talking with your pads, to be honest. Like, you get the opportunity to meet him in the gap, go meet him and hit him. Like, you don't always have to use your mouth.
Same for you?
Yes, sir.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Then we'll start with you on this next question. We are running low on time, actually. We've had a fantastic show here today. We're running a little bit low on time, so I'm going to make these last two questions quick. Who do y'all, and this is for both y'all. We'll start with you, Connor. Who do y'all mimic your play style after, if at all? Or is there parts of your game you take inspiration from for either current or players of the past?
Oh, man.
And, of course, for you for D-line, you for linebackers. So
I haven't really thought about it, really, but, man, I'd have to think about that for a second.
Me personally, I'd have to go with one's currently playing, Anthony Hill Jr. over there at Texas, and then DeMarvion Overshawn. If you ever see the looks that I'd be wearing during the game, a lot of them come from him. All the armbands and sleeves and
nothing
stuff.
wrong with that. Agent Zero is a beautiful thing.
Yes, sir.
Well, I guess as a kid, I grew up a big A&M fan, still am today. So my best or favorite D lineman would have to be Myles Garrett.
Hey, you know what? That's as somebody who's a Longhorn fan, I don't blame you whatsoever. He is a phenomenal athlete. That the fact that dude is still doing what he does, and he looked like he's still doing it for another 10 years despite being in his 30s, is absolutely wild to me. And then my last question, I ask this to everybody because I like to get perspective. Who is your biggest either inspiration in life or your biggest supporters, or maybe both? If you want to give me both, if they're different people or different things, and why?
My biggest inspiration for the position I play.
Oh, I didn't mean to be a position. You just be in general.
I know, but I mean, like.
Oh, that's fine. My bad.
Like with the style of the way I play, I want it to be DeMarvion Overshawn. Like, like, you mean you just watch him play and just fires you up, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But as far as everything else, probably my mom, my parents, my family. They're there every single game, try to make as much as they can and make everything happen for me. So without them, obviously I wouldn't be here. But yeah, it's got to be my parents and my family.
My nuclear family and my grandparents, they're there every game. So I'm real thankful for their support.
Hey, you know what? There's nothing wrong with that. Family is always our biggest supporter, whether the ones we pick or the ones that bring us into this world. But, gentlemen, I appreciate y'all's time, and obviously wish y'all the best of luck against Loveland on Friday night. Unfortunately, I will not be there. I have other things to attend to. But my partner, Arthur, will be there, and we'll have somebody do play-by-play as we did previously. Nonetheless, once again, you can see these two young men, number 51, Connor Williams, number 24, Abram Rivera, on Friday night when the Chiefs host the Loveland Lobos at San Angelo Stadium. And if you can't watch it there, watch it here on Concho Sports Network. Either you can find us on YouTube, Facebook, or search us up on the Roku Fire TV app by searching Concho Sports, and follow us on social media, X, or formerly Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, anywhere you can find. I'm sure if we could have had one, we would have had a MySpace account. If you know, you know. But once again, search us at Concho Sports. You'll find us everywhere. On behalf of my partner, Arthur Andrade, producer, director extraordinaire, Shay Harris, my name is Chad Miller, and as always, take care of each other and yourselves. Have a fantastic night. Thank you for watching Chiefs Insider.